Hi, I'm Michelle McIntyre with McIntyre Homes, and we love specifying Wolf, Sub-Zero, and Cope appliances in all of our projects because of their longevity, their functionality, and their warranty. Anything that a client needs, Wolf and Sub-Zero offers. Usually brand recognition. I have a lot of investor clients as well as homeowners, and I feel like the homeowners always want something that looks high-end at a great price, knowing that in 20 years it's still going to be around and relevant. And I think so brand recognition as well as Sub-Zero. Nobody does refrigeration better than Sub-Zero. Functionality, the different types of styles. It can be a traditional kitchen. It can be a high-end modern kitchen. Sub-Zero always has something for every client. Especially everybody is leaning away from the stainless steel now, and everyone's going to all these custom cabinetry panels. And the cabinet makers have given us great feedback about how easy it is to install the panels on all the products that Wolf and Sub-Zero make. And we can just make the kitchen that much more beautiful without working around stainless all the time. The features for the wall ovens to the new induction cooktops, they offer burners that allow wider griddles and pans and cooking for large groups or somebody who just cooks for themselves. The flexibility that they offer between induction, cooking, gas, electric, just puts them over the top compared to all the other suppliers. Honestly, sometimes we'd like to assume that everything gets installed perfectly the first time and we never have any issues, but a lot of the feedback we've gotten is anytime there was a little snag of any kind installing or with the product immediately, that the service that Wolf or Sub-Zero provided was exceptional. They came right out, they took care of it, they remedied the situation right away, and then they never had a problem. They haven't had problems for 5 or 10 years. Everything's worked great, and they clean up nice. It's always a investment to, spec high-end appliances, and I feel like when I suggest a Wolf Sub-Zero appliance to a client, they love the red knobs. Their friends that come in to see their new kitchen immediately like, oh, you did the new Wolf, or, Sub-Zero refrigeration, it just sparkles. In fact, sometimes they have less features on them, which is great for my aging clients, because aging clients, and I say aging, just maybe people over 55, they've already had every appliance in the world by this time, so they're ready to make an investment in something really, really nice, but they don't want a lot of features on it. They don't want a million little digital things that are going to go wrong, because their experience is usually they've bought something with too many features, and those are the things that break on them. And so they love the Wolf ranges because they don't have too many features if you don't want them to have too many features. And so keeps it simple and makes them feel comfortable purchasing. A lot of them feel like not only do they look good, but if you're somebody who cooks or don't cook, they're easy to use, especially a lot of the wall ovens on the more modern series. Just the touch, you just touch the oven, it opens right up, and they just find that they're easy to use, easy to clean. And that's the feedback we usually get, is they're so glad they waited until they could afford to do something high-end as opposed to buying a bargain appliance. And the experience is great for people who cook or don't cook. My name is Michelle McIntyre. I'm a designer in Huntington Beach with McIntyre Homes, and I can't say enough nice things about Wolf, Sub-Zero, and Cove. We specify them all the time, and I couldn't recommend them even more.